Joining me now from Suffolk County, New York, is our own Court TV crime and justice correspondent, Matt Johnson. Matt, I've been itching to talk to you because I know that you were inside with the alleged serial killer during the hearing. Tell us what happened.
Well, at one point, Judge Ashley, he cocked his head back and glanced right at the media that was seated in the front couple rows, including myself, and he gave us all a glance. And then he looked back at his attorneys and he walked out. He looked disheveled today. He towered over any law enforcement that surrounded the walls of that tiny courtroom. He walked in, his arms were crossed, he had handcuffs on. He had no tie, a blue shirt, and khaki pants. And he didn't say much. He whispered to his attorney, that attorney that you just heard from there, Mr. Brown, a couple times during the hearing. This hearing was pretty standard. It was about discovery, the state turning over on the record all of the discovery in this case, which included all of those terabytes that this attorney, this defense attorney, says he will start going over right now, immediately. He tells us that Rex Heuermann has been very active in his own defense and to this day still maintains the fact that he is innocent. And even though his status hasn't changed, no bond and still on a suicide watch at the county jail connected to this courthouse that I'm standing in front of, he says that his client is not suicidal. Judge Ashley?
All right, so let's talk a little more about inside the courtroom because, you know, we all have read that Rex Heuermann was married with children who lived in the home with him. Did any of those individuals show up today or anyone show up to support him in court?
And we have met those children and also his wife, a estranged wife, that 1 week after these murder charges were filed, she filed for divorce. She's waved to our cameras, she has spoken to the media, and she's broken her silence by way of her attorney. Take a listen.
She had no idea any of this was going on, or the allegations were even her husband was a suspect. She's not a suspect. She has not been questioned by the police regarding any of this. It's been extremely overwhelming for her and the children trying to piece life back together with what it was 2.5 weeks ago. I don't know if they're ever going to return to normalcy, but day by day she's getting better. She needs to show her strength so her children have something to focus on, a strong focal point of their mom being in charge and everything. And she's getting better each day. It's been extremely overwhelming for her and her 2 children. As you can imagine, it attracts, for lack of a better word, fans from all across the spectrum just to get a glimpse of what's going on at the house, what's going on with her, the children. And it's been chaotic.
Asa Ellerup is her name. Again, estranged wife of the suspected Long Island serial killer. She says that she had no idea. She said that police, after the 2 weeks long investigation into her home, left the place a mess. She's worried about her neighbors, and she released a statement about that to leave them alone as well. She's currently living in the home, and she was not near the courthouse today.
Matt, look at all those cars outside of that home. We know they had a search warrant they executed, but I'm sure people are wondering what's been going on inside that home. Speaking of the neighborhood, tell us more about the community and what that community is saying.
Right, in that community, it's a tight-knit community. It's a sleeper town, a village of sorts here in the Long Island area. A lot of retirees, a lot of multi-generational households, a lot of police officers and school teachers. Everybody knew about this case long before their neighbor was charged. They are still in shock right now. And actually, you know, a lot of people still visit the home just to see for themselves as they're in disbelief. Take a listen.
I just question whether, like, the family, like, had a suspicion of it. Just, like, I know that it's different because, you know, the wife and the kids grew to, like, love him. They were in their lives for the longest time, like, obviously. But I just question, like, being so close. Like, do you see those things? Like, do you catch on? Like, because that's scary. Like, not being, if you don't catch on to those things being so close, it's like that could happen to anyone.
Rex Heuermann facing charges in the deaths of 3 women of the 11 that were found in that Gilgo Beach area, and pending charges right now with a 4th woman who was found dead and her remains. No additional charges were filed today.